Hi, Esther. Hi, Yasmin.
Hello, hi.
Hi, I'm Justin. Sorry,
Hello,
my
Justin.
my camera is a bit wonky.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Hello, Justin.
Hi, Esther.
Hi, Esther. How are you?
Hi, Yasmin. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. So, can I try to share my screen first before the students in?
Yes, sure thing.
Just
Okay.
to make sure that.
I tried to say what I tried to do what you told me just now.
Post disable participant screen
Esther?
sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing it on a laptop or mobile phone?
On a mobile phone, actually.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder.
It doesn't work.
Maybe.
It doesn't work on a phone, is it?
Yeah, probably because just now when you put me as a host,
Yep.
there's that option there.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Do you want me to put me as host and then I set that, and then I can also admit student in when Yasmin is talking in case there's student coming in and all. Like just now, I have to stop Natasha and yeah.
I understand. Ken,
Yeah,
I'll do
sure.
just that. I
Sure.
just made you the host.
Okay. Yasmin, can you share?
Okay, let me try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will help to admit students.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Yasmin, how are you?
I'm doing good, still stuck at home. Oh, I miss the normal condition.
Yeah. Okay, so students start their class in UK, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We start basically start last year we already have a face-to-face class, right? But then in the middle, end of the year last year, back to online again because UK lockdown, but now face-to-face.
Okay.
But we still let the international students to do online for this year.
Okay, so it's not compulsory that students have to go in, right?
Not compulsory, yeah.
Okay. But those that if they want to go, then yeah, they can go.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. Sure.
Because I think like last year, I remember student Elisa, she did like for the whole year is online.
Okay. Sure. Yasmin, I have to talk to you later.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. Justin, do you want to brief Yasmin a bit about the recording and all?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Yasmin, just to let you know, this session itself is it's going to be recorded. Yeah, we've already started recording actually. So, what happens is because there are some students who mentioned that they may not be able to attend, so they would like to access to the webinar itself at a later date. So the recorded session itself will be uploaded to our website, and the students who want to, they will just directly access the webinar through our website itself lah.
Okay.
Yeah, through the links that we provide lah. Yeah, so the session today, give or take the presentation part itself, then we'll set aside some time for Q&A lah.
Okay, so in total 45 minutes, isn't it?
That's the total inclusive of the Q&A. Yeah, so it depends on how long the Q&A would be lah. Yeah, because the sessions today, we've had up to about 6-7 students. The previous session we only had about 2 students, I think. Yeah. So some of them, like I mentioned lah, they may just access it at a later date lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So we just go ahead, say around 5 o'clock, see whether anybody streams in or not lah.
Okay, okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay,
you.
thank you. Oh, Esther, you at office. New setup. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding because I miss visiting offices. Ah. How's Kuching now? Is it like, because in Jakarta now we open, okay, government allowed office to open like 50% occupancy. What about in Kuching especially?
We are,
No,
I
still
don't
closed.
know, under control.
Under control. Under
That-
To be
that-
control.
honest, I have no idea what is going on at the moment. Actually, if following the real the SOP, I don't think that we are in the list to operate at the moment. But we are back in the office, and then start from next week onward, we will be back in full capacity. And then I think the whole system and the whole disaster committee is actually overloaded. So they cannot answer you on your question on you know what is the SOP and such.
Mm.
So yeah, so I guess we just have to do our own part to protect ourselves. That's
Right.
all.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And then with all the vaccines and all, I think in Kuching, what we can do is just to boost our own to do all the hygiene by ourselves, wearing masks, wash your hands and
Yeah.
all, social distancing and all, and then to minimize the exposure. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, whose bird is that? I can hear bird
Huh?
sound. There's a
Sorry.
bird sound.
Really? Not mine. Mine here is music from TV. Sorry, I'm at home. Another 2 minutes, you can start.
Another 2 minutes. Okay.
Justin, I think Yasmin can start the presentation, right?
Yeah, can please go ahead.
Okay. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. Hi, Esther. So today, first, my name is Yasmin from MPW. MPW is one of the college in the UK. We have 3 centers, which is the first one is in London, and then Cambridge, and the last one is Birmingham campus. But today I will talk about tips for applying to top universities, which is it will be good for you all, whether you do your pre-university in the UK or not. Okay, before we start, I want to show this. So since this event is by Lodge School, so I will be happy to introduce to you all one of your alumni, which is I'm very proud with Elisa, because Elisa show a very good, not only in academic, but she also has a very good personality, which all teachers can see it from her. So Elisa joined MPW last year. She did the UOL Foundation, and then because of the pandemic, she unfortunately not able to flew to UK, so she did the whole program by online, which is I understand that it's not easy to do online class for the whole program, but she did it because even by online, she managed to get a distinction for all 4 subjects, and then she progressed to the LSE this September intake. I think now she's still in Kuching because she's planning to flying to UK end of this month. Okay, so that is the a story from one of your alumni. Okay, first we start with choose your A-level subjects carefully, because it's really important, especially if you want to applying to the top university in the UK. What we need to pay attention is because A-level subjects, of course, if you applying to any colleges, and then they will give you a list of subjects choices, which is you're gonna need to choose 3 up to 4 subjects from the list. So in this step, you need to be very careful, because there's some subjects that you can call it as compulsory, either for the major that you want to apply later or to the university that you aim to. We call it as facilitating subjects. So facilitating subjects are the subjects most commonly required or preferred or respected by universities to get onto a range of degree courses. And then we can see here on the screen, for Russell Group, the facilitating subjects are that's English literature, history, physics, biology, chemistry, geography, modern language like French, German, Spanish, and then classical language, and then of course math or further math. So let's say if you're planning often when every students, when they come to me, I always ask and then check after this program which university you aiming or which subjects, because I want to make sure that the students choose the correct subjects. So this is the list, the facilitating subjects. A-level is tough. It is tough. So even tougher than GCSE. That is why when students applying to MPW, we will require students to submit their latest academic report, either SPM or GCSE. So why? Because we just want to make sure that when the student choose A-level, and then before we give the offer letter, we need to make sure that the student is capable or meet the entry requirement, at least the minimum entry requirement. If not, then we will, okay, before we decided, then we will give several tests like math test or English test and interview as well. This entry requirement, this entrance test, just to help you to choose a correct or the right program for you, because what we don't want is you choose a wrong pathway, you choose a wrong program, and then at the end up with not really good result. So the result will not help you to progress to the university that you want. So let's say if you feel like GCSE, okay, for students who did GCSE and they feel like GCSE is tough for them, so maybe the students need to reconsider again whether they want to do A-level, or we still have a foundation as an option. And then we just continue with the next. Okay, the compulsory subjects that I mentioned just now, it's also important when you want to do like medicine for your university, academic, law, engineering, or computing. So you can see on the screen that for medicine, chemistry, and biology is compulsory. Math used to be compulsory as well, but now there's certain university math is not include the compulsory subjects, but still math is works for all major. And then for academic, math, for law, they like something like history or academic. And then computing, of course, math, and engineering, math, and physics. And then after we know about the facilitating subjects, now we will talking about the subject that less interested for some high rank university, which is you can see on the screen. So when you want to do accounting, it's not necessary to do accounting subjects on your A-level. You can just choose academic and math, which these two is they prefer these two subjects instead of accounting. Art and design, business, yeah, business, especially for business. So let's say for sometimes, not sometimes, often students when they spoke to me, they said, I want to do business, and then they decided to, okay, I will do business subjects then. It's not necessary, because for me, for MPW, we will prefer to subjects to suggest the students to do academic instead of business. They're easy A-level. So there is I don't think A-level there's a easy subjects for A-level, but there are certain subjects will be more difficult for international students compared to the local students. So these kind of subjects, like you can see on the screen now, when students decided to take one of the subjects on their level, normally what the academic will advise is just to make sure. We will do the interview. Our principal will interview the students first, just to make sure that these students really really aware that the subjects will be very, in normal situations, will be very difficult for international students. But if after we interview, we give a test, and then we can see that the students is capable, then we will still, of course, we will still allow them to take the subjects. Okay, this is important. Only choose subjects that you enjoy. Because you know A-level is tough. So can you imagine if you doing a tough program and then some more you didn't enjoy the subjects? It will be like a nightmare. So please make sure that the subject that you choose is the subject that you confidence and you sure that you will do best and you love it. You will enjoy to study that subject. Just I always advise students, don't just simply choose because well, my friend choose the subjects, so I just follow. Please don't do like that, because you will struggling. The second one is research your university. This is important as well. So let's say if there's a students come to me and then say that they want to apply to Oxford and Cambridge. then I will straight away ask what kind of preparation that you've done before you meet me today. Because if you aiming such a high rank university like Cambridge, Oxford, LSE, UCL, then you should do or done a research before you come to one of the rep, because it's a compulsory. Don't just simply because, oh, I know this university is very famous, and then I want to go there, but you don't even do any research yet, so it's not a good sign. Okay, we just skip this one because for other the system, how many international students they accepted to that university, or specifically for a certain major, the entry requirement, everything. Just do a lot of research. Okay, this is the thing that a lot of students or parents do, where they like to see the general ranking and then just the most famous university that they hears often. Like say in Malaysia, okay, in Malaysia, this university, there's a lot of students mention about this brand, or my friend said, please do your own research, because like ranking, there is general ranking, but there's a ranking by major, like for engineering or for medicine. So you can take a look more detailed, not only for general ranking, because sometimes there is university that the ranking is not too high for general ranking, but it's possible for the major that you interested in could be higher. So yeah, you please check the specific ranking as well. Degree at the best university in the most appropriate city. Yeah. So there's a lot, just like in Malaysia, different city, different environment. So when you choose university, you also need to check the environment. Like London is different with Birmingham, different with Cambridge. Check and then you choose which kind of environment that you prefer. If you don't like a super busy city like London, so please don't choose London for studying, because you will not enjoy. When well, for degree you will be there for 3 years at least, so make sure you can enjoy the environment as well. Reading. So reading is important because most of top-ranked universities, they will invite the applicant to have an interview session with the admission. So if you don't like to read, it's an issue, because for sure when they're interviewing you, they will ask what kind of books that you regularly read, or what kind of book that you like. So make sure that if you're aiming good university, then start to, if you haven't read any book yet, or you don't really like reading book before, so it's good to start from today, because the interviewers have dedicated their entire life to their subject area. So they're very expert in certain subject area. So they will be passionate about research and expect the applicant to be the same. Read books related to your subject area, because they will ask you for sure. So better to read, like you don't really need to like read a lot of book, a lot of kind of book. One book is okay, but then you not only read it, but you also discuss and then read with depth, and then you discuss. Maybe you can make a list what it's all about. So and then you can make a note about the books that you've been read before, and then you discuss with your friend. You can put your own thought, and then you analyze, do a bit analyze on every book that you read. It will be good for your interview. It will be good for your future application. Extracurricular, so, or work experience. So I believe a lot of students who planning ahead about studying overseas, they will try to do well high or SPM. So it's a good thing. But besides that, the university always wants to see the balance between academic and non-academic. So it is good if during your high school, besides you do well in your study, but it's also good to have one activity, the non-academic activities that can show your that you can do teamwork and you can communicate with other people well. So this is also important when you applying to the top university, and the admission will ask a lot of things about this as well during the interview. Again, yeah, top grades alone are not enough. Like I said just now, you need a work experience or extracurricular. Maybe if you like music, then you can do something or extracurricular related to music or sport. Anything will be give you a benefit. And then university are communities, and they want students who can contribute. That is why they want to see, besides studying, what else before studying, what else things that you like to do. Will be good if, like you say, oh, I in my community every Sunday I do voluntary, I do something with the community around me. Those kind of activities they love to hear about. Demonstrate research and commitment. Yes, so keep a diary. Everything you do from now, books that you read, the work experience, voluntary, you need to write it down on the book. So later you can use for your personal statement or interview. Develop your skill. Leadership skill, communication skill, work, social balance, commitment, dedication, and sorry, time management, teamwork. So this list, it will be, if you really do activities, and then during over the interview, they will see this on your character when you answering a lot of questions from them. So you cannot lie, because they will see from your answer and then your body language as well. Personal statement. So this is the thing that all students need to pay attention as well. So personal statement, every student, after they complete the A level of foundation, and then they're ready to apply to university, they will apply to UCAS. And then when you apply to UCAS, you will choose 5 subjects. Together with your application, you will need to submit your personal statement. So you only allowed to submit 1 personal statement for all 5 universities that you choose. Meaning, this personal statement cannot be too specific, or the 5 universities that you choose will be the major that you choose for 5 universities need to be in line or the same. Cannot something that too two-way different. Like one you're applying for, let's say for medicine, but then the other application you're applying for art and design. It's not gonna be works. So it has to be something that related, because you will only allowed to submit one personal statement for all 5 universities. The personal statement will be around 4,000 characters. And then, but if you study a level of foundation in a college like MPW, then we will have one team that will assist students in preparing their personal statement. Normally, students will did around 23 times personal statement before they come to the final draft, because yeah, it's that difficult, because we need to make it again until we get the final draft that makes that can enough to apply to the 5 university, especially the top ranked university. This is what I mentioned just now, one personal statement for all 5 applications. Therefore, it's important to choose similar subjects as your 5 option. And then, okay, sometimes there's joint honor courses, like university, they have like pure economic or mathematics and economic. So normally, in general, normally the joint honors course will be easier to get compared to like the pure economics. English is important, of course. Especially it will be shown on your personal statement. Please do not to copy paste from other people personal statement, because all universities, they have the system, so they will know whether if you copy from other students, even they have like million students, they will know, the system will detect, and then you will like straight away fail. This is what you need to aware when you write your personal statement: the impression, structure, length, relevance. So all of this, you will get assistance from our academic, our admission team, our personal tutor team, because for students who doing A-level foundation, every week they will have extra class only to do the personal statement. Honesty. Why you need to be honest when you write your personal statement? Because often or always, the interviewer will ask questions based on your personal statement. So to make the interview easier for you, it is important for you to be honest when you're writing the personal statement. It will help you to ask the question later during the interview, of course. And then accuracy, check your spelling. UCAS does not have a spell check, so you need to write on the word first, just to make sure that no spelling error. So after that, you copy to the UCAS. Placing leads, and then the next one. This is the 5-paragraph principle. So when you do your personal statement, make sure that the first paragraph is about introduction, and then the second one about your chosen subjects area, A-levels, and then the next one is your work experience. That is why you need to have even only one work experience or or like something related to your hobby, it will be good because you will need to put it on the personal statement as well. And then the 4 is extracurricular, and then 5 is closing statement. Know your start is related to your research. Before we already mentioned about you need to do research. So when you choose university, and then your first choice, second, third, and then until 5. So you need to choose from the highest rank, and then the second choices will be the lower ranking, a bit lower than the first choice. So you need to know about the stats as well. But actually, for all A-level program like MPW, this kind of preparation from the beginning that I mentioned, number 1 until number 6 is knowing your start. You will not do it alone. You will not do it only by yourself, but you will have someone, at least your personal tutor, who will assist you, who will guide you when you do all these 6 steps. From the first, like to choose the subjects, we will help you to choose the subjects. We will do the counseling, not only us, but if you come to MMS, of course, MMS will help you as well to choose the subjects according what you want for your degree. And then after that, when you arrive in the UK, you start doing your A-level, then the school will assist you, your personal tutor in the campus will assist you to prepare your personal statement. The knowing your stats, the personal tutor will introduce you with this as well. Okay, and then I think we just go straight to, this is Oxford College. English. So, well, before you apply for university, so from the beginning, from you applying for foundation or A-level, we will require the IELTS score from all applicants. Why? Because this is important for your study in the UK. So I think majority students who are planning to go overseas, like to go study A-level in MPW, they've been preparing their English or IELTS since like at least 1 year before. So English is like IELTS score. It's something like quite tricky because let's say a lot of students, they have a very good English. They use English every day at school, at home, but when they sit for the test, they got a lower result. But it is normal thing because when we're talking about IELTS, then it needs preparation, especially for the writing. So there's a lot of cases when students, they speak English every day, but it doesn't mean that they exercise writing every day as well. So when we're talking about writing in IELTS test, it's about academic writing, which is students need to prepare it because it's different with the writing that we daily writing. So please be aware of that you need to do your preparation as well before you sit for the IELTS test. Like I say, good IELTS is not the same as good English. Even native English, sometimes when the first time they took the test, the result is only 6.0. But there's a lot of international students who prepare well, and then when they sit for the IELTS test, they get a very good result, like 8.0. Like your alumni, Elisa, I still remember, I think her first IELTS is 7.5 something. And then the one the first 7.5 or 8.5, which is very good. The interview. Okay, the interview levels are playing field in many ways. Cambridge interview around 75%, Oxford around 50%, and then other university could be different. So it depends to the university itself. And then you need to practice, of course. That is why when you do A-level in MPW, we have an extra class for interview as well. So the interviewer will be, maybe for the first step will be someone from the school, like maybe your own personal tutor. But the next level, then we will invite someone from the university admission or from alumni who did the interview before. So we will teach you, we will prepare you with a lot of options, so you will be ready for any kind of question. Because like Oxford and Cambridge, the question could be anything. It could be like something related to academic, but also quite often students got like a random question. So for interview, you cannot like remembering all type of question, but what we do is prepare yourself to relax, to be prepared to get any kind of answer, and then you're not remembering, but you just been trained to answer something with sharp and then simple but clear. So prepare, and prepare. This is a sample university interview question, like, why did you choose this subject? This one is still easy. Why did you choose this university? This one also still okay. And then some more, why did you choose your particular A-level? What did you read on the train? What can you bring to the university? What are your weaknesses? This is a tricky question. What work experience have you done? Again, you need to have like at least one working experience. What do you see yourself doing after university? This is also a tricky question. What achievement are you most proud of? Why should we offer you a place? This is also, the number 9, it sounds easy, but please be careful with this kind of question. So more specific for law degree, for law major, they like to ask you, do you think you are clever? How much money is there in the work? So this is the sample of question that we will train you during your A-level. Yeah, hard work and sacrifice, of course, because yeah, it's a compulsory to do hard work. You cannot just like, okay, I want to get to the top university, but you don't want to read books, or I don't like read books. Better not to planning to get to the top university. And then I think this one, okay. So that is the 8 checklist that you need to prepare if you aiming the top ranked university in the UK. So I will give you a bit of information about MPW. So we have 70% students. So majority of our students is local students, which is, it is good for international students because you will be able to have a local experience, a real local environment in the class as well, especially A-level, because in our A-level maximum is 9 students only. So normally among 9 students, 6 or 7 is local students, and you have 2 or 3 friends as an international students, but unlikely it will be students from your own country. For Malaysia, we have about 8 up to 12 students per year from Malaysia, but for sure we want to make a nice mixed nationality in the class. So we will try not to put Malaysian in the same class with other Malaysian. So we want you to be, adapt with the environment, and then you focus on mingle with other nationality as well. Approximately 90% of students achieve their first choice university each year. Elisa is one of the students who get the first choice university. She get to the LSE, her first choice. 49 students successfully enter medicine, dentistry, or vet science in 2 years ago, last year, and this year. As I think this year is even higher. And then this is the result. As I mentioned before, we have 3 campuses. This is our London campus. But next year, beside this building, we have another one in the same area, which is in the Queen's Gate, because for London, our campus is in Zone 1. It's in Kensington. And then it's right in the center of London. So it's a very nice, comfortable environment in London. You can walk to like Imperial College is just walking distance. Even our new building is just next door to Imperial College, in front the National History Museum. So we recently bought a new building right in front the National History Museum in London. So we will have 2 buildings in London next year. So this is the map. You can see here, this is MPW London, and then Imperial College is here. This is the Natural History Museum. So the new building will be around here. And then everything is within walking distance. Our accommodation also within walking distance. This is for London. And then Cambridge is our second center is Cambridge. For Cambridge, our campus also in the center of Cambridge. It's next to the botanical garden. And then the accommodation also within walking distance. And then the last one, but not least, is Birmingham. For our campus in Birmingham, it's not in the center, it's not in the city center, but our campus is within walking distance to the Birmingham University. And the accommodation is right next to the campus. So very comfortable, very convenient for international students, because your accommodation is just next door. So like the earlier class is 9 a.m. So if you choose Birmingham campus, then you can like wake up at 8:30 or even 8:40, and then you can have a quick breakfast, shower, and then just go to the class. It's very convenient. And then this is the map. Okay, before I end this presentation, I just want to mention that we do offer scholarship every year, but we used to have only like 20% scholarship for foundation, and then maximum 30% scholarship for A-level. But like this year, because of the special situation, because this pandemic, we are happy to give more scholarship for international students, which is we offer maximum is 50% for the A-level and 30% for foundation. And then again, we will give you an entrance test like interview, English and math. And then from the result, we will decide you are entitled for how much scholarship. Okay, I think, Esther, I think that's all my presentation for today.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you, Yasmin.
You're welcome.
So we have a student together with us here, Amira. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask Yasmin regarding the UK and regarding MTW as well?
Hi, Amira. Thank you for joining.
You can drop us a message if anything.
I think just now Amira mentioned that the line at her place is not stable today.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably that's why. I have put my name and my contact number in the chat box. So student, if you have any questions about MPW or there's anything that you want to ask, feel free to send me a WhatsApp, and I will answer to your question. If not, then I will contact Yasmin and probably we can do another session if we need to. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Jasmine. Thank you very much, Esther. And thank you, Amira, for
Thank you,
joining us.
Welcome.
Yasmin.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you. Have a good
you.
weekend.
Yes, you too.
You
Stay
too.
safe. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.